Hey, so I'm back this time with my Bath & Body Works empties for the month of February 2023. I don't have any chit chat, so let's jump right in and get started. As always, I will start with my hand soap. So the first one that I finished up in February was a bit of a holdover from January. I finished up my second of two lavender marshmallow foaming hand soaps. The keynotes are lavender, vanilla marshmallow, and warm amber. I typically don't love lavender like all the time. However, I can definitely get down with it from time to time in a hand soap or in wax or whatever. So yeah, I really enjoy lavender marshmallow. Like I said, I had another one in January and I started this in January, but I finished it up in February. So that was the story with that. So used up the second of two. I'm out of these. I would repurchase these. I wouldn't hoard them per se. Like I'm not that into it, but I would repurchase definitely. Also from that line, I finished up both of my Peach Prosecco macaron. Keynotes are Peach Prosecco, vanilla cream, and macaron cookie. I'll be honest, I thought it was fine, but I didn't really love it. Like, in using it up, at no point was I like, man, I just need 1,000 of these. So the thing is, though, my husband really liked it. So he really likes kind of sugary, sweet, fruity thing. So I guess it shouldn't really be surprising, but I was kind of meh on it. So, I mean, would I repurchase it? I mean, maybe if I see it for cheap just sometime, but I used up my two. I liked it for what it was, but I don't know that I would really seek these out again. The last hand soap that I used up in February is Rosewater and Ivy. I love to use up a Rosewater and Ivy around Valentine's Day, like just to kind of get in the mood for it. The keynotes are Soft Rose Petals, Rain-Kissed Ivy, and Spring Musk. This is forever a repurchase for me. I love Rosewater and Ivy. I like that it's a fixture at Bath & Body Works. And it's just a beautiful, soft, almost powdery rose. And I do get that greenery too. So it's just a gorgeous fragrance. I prefer Rosewater and Ivy over Rose, so I will continue to repurchase it. Always a good one. All right, so now let's get into shower gels. I wound up tossing it on my trip, but I went to LA with my husband for a couple of days, kind of like toward the 20th or so of February, like around there. I took with me a mini shower gel in Buttercups and Berry Bellinis. So we finished that up, but I decided to just kind of like toss it when we were done with it in LA. But I used up the mini, but also a full size too. Like I love this fragrance. I don't have any more of it, but if I see this again for cheap, just sometime I would repurchase it. The keynotes are Strawberry Puree, Buttercup Flowers, and Bubbly Prosecco. This to me just smelled like not edible. Like I would not eat something that smells like this. It's a little bit too, maybe just like perfumey, or maybe it's the floral that I'm getting that from. But yeah, to me it smells like a sweet red berry, a floral or a perfume or something, and something kind of effervescent. So yeah, like, not that it's supposed to be like edible per se, but yeah, it just smelled like a really beautiful red berry plus something else. So like I said, I finished up a mini of this and also this full size both in February. So again, I like to use up a lot of things in February that are like red, pink, purple, like that kind of stuff, just to get into the spirit of Valentine's Day. And that was just part of it. So again, I'm out of this scent now, but I would definitely pick it up again. The next one that I used up in February is also something I like to use up around Valentine's Day. So again, the pinks, purples, reds, but also florals too. So 1 in a Million, I love this fragrance. I've had it a lot over the years. The keynotes are Jasmine Extract, Tuberose Oil, White Gardenia, Pink Pepper, and Cashmere Musk. I would say it's pretty similar to Velvet Tuberose from back in the day. So if you love that scent, I would definitely pick up a 1 in a Million. This to me smells like a little bit different, but not so much that they're like totally different fragrances. Like I think that if you miss Velvet Tuberose, definitely check out 1 in a Million if you haven't yet. It just is such a lovely fragrance. It is definitely a heavy white floral in the way that Velvet Tuberose is. But yeah, I really love it. I've got more. I have it in shower gels. I have mists. I have body creams. I've got it all in 1 in a Million. So such a good one. I love it. The last full-size shower gel that my husband and I used up in February was my second of two blueberry sugar pancakes. I used up my other one in fall. I just bought two because I love the fragrance so much. excuse me, the keynotes are sugared blueberries, fresh pancakes, caramel cream drizzle. I do not get any kind of bakery or pancake note from it. It just smells like blueberry caramel. Like there's something, I think, a little deeper than just blueberry sugar, but I think the blueberry is definitely in the foreground here. So again, I love this fragrance. I really have my fingers crossed that it'll come back out again in the fall. It's come out 2 years in a row. The first year just online, and then this past year was the first time it came out in stores. So I'm really hoping this will come out again, but no matter what, I do have a full-size fine fragrance mist in blueberry sugar pancakes that I will probably use up in the fall. Okay, so I also used up a full-size lotion. I used up Pearberry. I started this in January, but it just kind of took me a long time to use it up, so I finally just finished it in February. The keynotes are Anjou Pear, Wild Berries, Apple Blossom, Golden Freesia, Blonde Woods. I picked up a couple more sets of Pearberry from semi-annual sale this past January because I love this fragrance. I love this packaging too, so I think that the packaging for like the newest generation of Pearberry is fine, but I do prefer this one. So, I mean, yeah, but it is the same fragrance. Pearberry, I don't think is for everyone. It is a very, I mean, and I'm saying this as someone who likes it. It is synthetic, I will say that. It kind of smells like a heavily fragranced shampoo is kind of what I get from it. But I actually really enjoy it. So yeah, definitely a in-your-face, bright fruit like pear, apple, whatever. But yeah, it definitely is not edible. Like if you ate something like this, please call poison control because that ain't it. But I just love the smell of it and I would clearly repurchase it because I picked up 3 sets from semi-annual sale. Okay, I also used up a mini lotion. I used up a mini in whipped berry meringue. So once I got through some full-size stuff, I kind of wanted some like low-hanging fruit type of wins with my Bath & Body Works collection for February because I was just getting kind of antsy about continuing to use up winter stuff and I just wanted to move on to spring. So yeah, I really wanted to focus in my challenge on minis. So whipped berry meringue lotion. I mean, it was nice, but it ultimately just smells like perfumey berry cream, I guess is what I would get from it. So, I mean, I don't feel like I need to run out and try to find this on eBay or whatever. If I found it for like really cheap at a semi-annual sale or something, I think I could pick it up in a mini. Probably not a full size. I didn't love it that much, but you know, it was fine. Just a very Bath & Body Works kind of berry scent. The next thing that I used up is my very last Bath & Body Works scrub. I'm officially out of Bath & Body Works scrubs. This is the Aroma Oasis Hibiscus Mandarin and Violet Sugar Body Scrub. So this came out over the summer. I purchased it when I also got it was like pineapple lime eucalyptus, something like that, like a couple scrubs from Aromatherapy. So this was definitely a coarse, oily scrub, like not so oily like the golden sugar scrubs, but it, you know, there definitely was oil in it. It says it has a hope of oil in it. So yeah, it was oily and also very coarse. Now, I have said on my channel before that I love coarse scrubs. This was like wrecking my skin. I mean, I don't know, like I'm so weird with my Bath & Body Works scrubs because I feel like so many of them are either like fine table sugar or like this. I don't know, I just feel like sometimes I can't really find a happy medium a lot at Bath & Body Works with scrubs. Like I definitely have before. I've had Bath & Body Works scrubs in the past I really liked, but I feel like it's a little bit inconsistent. Like sometimes I feel like I don't really know what I'm getting in terms of how coarse it is, and that's why I tend to buy Tree Hut scrubs, is because they're coarse enough for me, but not too coarse and I know what I'm getting. So I don't know. Long story short, this was extremely coarse, even for me. I think that the people in our community who hate coarse scrubs, like they need something finer, would just like maybe literally die with this. But yeah, it was just way too coarse for me. I can appreciate that it was oil-based. I can appreciate that, you know, it wasn't just fine, kind of sandy, whatever, but it was just too much for me and I would not repurchase it. Okay, so next I have again a couple more minis and then we're done here. So I used up a mini berry waffle cone fragrance mist. So I had a full size in my challenge, but like I said earlier, I just wanted to use up minis to just get a win in my collection. And I just kind of hit a wall with really wanting to use up full size products. So even though I had a full size of this in my challenge, I decided once I was just not motivated to use it up to just pull a mini that I had. The mini was not in the challenge. I just had it like in my collection. So I just used it up. I actually used it up probably within a week, which is pretty good for me. But yeah, it just smells like, I don't know, like berries and waffle cone. To me, it smells almost like a fruity cereal. I think the body care smells different than home fragrance. To me, home fragrance is more of the gourmand, more of like the cinnamon forward, whereas berry waffle cone body care to me is more berry forward. So I prefer the body care, but I understand why people would also prefer home fragrance. So anyway, would I repurchase? Yeah, probably in the future, but I do have a couple sets. So I'm really not like clamoring to pick up more berry waffle cone anytime soon. The other mini fine fragrance mist I used up was a throwback. This is Sweet Cranberry Rose. This was a one-hit wonder that debuted or was in stores fall of 2016. I love this fragrance. To me, it smells like almost like a peppery kind of mature like cranberry floral, and I really love it. It's a great fragrance. Like I said, it's marketed for the fall, but because I like to use up florals and like sweet things, pink things, red, purple, in February, I decided to just use it up at this point in time. So yeah, I love it. I would love to see this return, but I don't know. Time will tell. The last Bath & Body Works product that I used up this month was a PocketBac in Frosted Cranberry. So I still have a couple of PocketBacs from like winter that are kind of hanging on that I'm trying to finish up pretty soon. I don't go crazy over PocketBacs. Like I will always have one in my purse, but it takes me about a month or so to use up one. So I'm pretty slow going through them, so I really don't fuss too much about if they're in season or what. But again, I just wanted to use it up. Frosted Cranberry, I don't know, like I'm not disliking Frosted Cranberry anymore, but I'm just kind of like a little meh on it anymore. So I think I'll continue to pick it up in home fragrance, but in terms of like soaps and PocketBacs, I'm a little bit over it. So not a bad fragrance, but I'm just a little bored of it. Okay, and then finally I used up 2 mini body butters from the Body Shop. I'm including them here because they were part of my winter challenge for Bath & Body Works products. So I used up 2. The first one that I used up is British Rose. Again, I wanted to use up florals, pinks, reds, whatever for February. So yeah, British Rose and also Almond Milk and Honey. These 2 were a little bit thinner in consistency. I used up a coconut one in January that was really, really thick. And I liked them all. But yeah, this Almond Milk and Honey says for sensitive dry skin, and the British Rose one is just instant glow. So I'm kind of like whatever on the different like formulations and different uses of them per se, but yeah, they're just kind of nice to have. Almond Milk and Honey is a nice kind of like not offensive, easy kind of, whatever kind of scent, and it was nice to use up. British Rose, it was okay. To me, it smelled a little bit grandma-ish, like a little bit more grandma than I remember British Rose smelling, because I have had British Rose products in the past. Again, it's not like I wouldn't repurchase it, but I don't know, as I figured that I would like it more. Like I remember liking it more in the past. So glad to have these both used up. I love the Body Shop. I typically pick up Body Shop stuff from Ulta or from TJ Maxx or Marshalls, I guess. But yeah, anyway, nice products, and they're a good size too. So that is it for my empties for the month of February 2023. Hope y'all enjoyed. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Schoolhouse of Iron. I'll put it down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.